Why are you doing that?
That time when swing
Swingers.
people
the 90s.
that was a thing.
No one
so
ever talked like
bizarre.
that. At least
I know.
not in New Jersey.
No. But because no one anywhere talked. It was like 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they talked like it was
weirdos.
the 50s.
Yeah.
And then the
They
Brian
went to
Seltzer Orchestra.
Yeah, they went to a Brian Setzer Orchestra concert and loved it.
Yeah. And then that
got a couple Zoot Suits, had a riot.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Was that really a thing? Was that happening? Because they make swingers.
Listen,
but was it really happening?
It was at
what
least
I mean?
happening for a week, and maybe that
They
just took over. That they made a movie in the course of the week where the Red Hot Papa Daddies were really great.
Yeah. Big Bad Voodoo
Cherry
Daddies.
Poppin' Daddies.
Cherry
Poppers, yeah.
Because, the Warriors, that's a New York that never existed.
No,
that
existed.
That existed, not to that degree, but
Not
there
to
were
that
gangs
degree. Yeah, they were
dressed
gangs.
up like clowns on roller skates
But
with baseball uniforms. Everyone knows those gangs.
What I mean is,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same thing with swingers in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Where, I don't know, did that ever really happen when they had all those guys talking that jazzy lingo?
Well, but here's the giveaway from the movie. You see, nobody else is doing that. It's really just them, and everywhere they go. So it's like, yeah, that probably was happening. There was weird little crews of like 3 guys trying to make that happen.
With big baggy pants.
Yeah.
I bet everyone just thought they were nerds. You know
Also,
what I mean?
it was black and white.
What was black and white?
No.
The movie was in black and white. Swingers.
Swingers? No.
Swingers was in black and white.
Full color.
That's, yeah.
You may have seen it on a black and white TV.
No, Swingers was in black and white.
No.
Let me ask Siri. Siri was Swingers in black and white.
Let me think about that.
Oh, wait, what do you mean think?
I found this on the web for Swingers in black and white.
It's not.
It's not.
It's just
so I don't
not.
know what.
Yeah, you don't even have to go through
You're
the song
wrong.
and dance.
There may have been one
No.
scene that was black and white, if I recall.
Yeah.
He made it in black and white because it was cheaper.
No.
No.
YouTube. You guys are. There's no way that my memory is this fucked up.
Yeah.
Did he make Made in black and white?
No.
No.
Have we started recording?
Yeah, we've been recording.
I don't know what.
Have we been recording?
Schindler's List.
Wait, for how long have you been recording?
Since the start of the Swingers conversation.
Wait, 2 hours and
2 minutes, bro.
how long? What have we said?
We said.
I think we've just been talking about Swingers.
Swingers was in.
Schindler's List was in black and white.
Swingers
We
was
need
in
a
color.
heads up.
That Wim Wenders film, that was in black and white.
Yeah.
Let's get into the podcast. My name is Greg Stone.
You're doing it all out of order.
Why would I have to stick to this script?
There's no script.
That's what I'm saying. We make it new.
Welcome
See?
to episode 75. 75 episodes.
Yep, 25 more and I'm out.
75 hours of the Rad Dudecast. You are here for the 75th hour of the Rad Dudecast. My name, of course, is Brendan Eyre. I'm here with the Grecian tornado, the man with the hair and the beard and the Hawaii sweatshirt, the number one king, Mr.
It's Anthony. You
Anthony
know me.
DeVito, and then, of course, he already introduced himself. He's got a hot new crew cut coming in. He's got a hair length on his head that matches his beard. It looks great. He handles the sound. He does a lot of the organizational things. Please welcome Mr.
I already introduced myself.
Greg Stone. So, of course, we're 75 episodes in. You should know this already, but we are a listener-supported podcast. Nobody pays us to do this. You pay us to do this with your subscriptions. So go on iTunes, subscribe to the Rad Dudecast, leave comments, share it on social media, rate us. All of these things will help our algorithm. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at the Rad Dudecast. Now, this week we do have a new hot to trot way of interacting with us socially that Greg developed, thought of. Some of you are already on board. If you're not, here's what you got to do. Go onto Facebook and join the Rad Dudecast After Dark group.
After Dark.
Yeah.
The Rad Dudecast After Dark.
It's been good.
I think
so
we got
far.
about
It's been a lot of
35
fun.
to 40 members in there already, and that's just from people who've found us without us calling it on the podcast. But you got to join the Rad Dudecast After Dark Facebook group. That's going to be our place. Of course, Twitter, is still something we push, but the Rad Dudecast After Dark gives you a little bit more direct interaction with the three of us individually.
Exclusive content.
Exclusive content, of course.
Exclusive hangouts.
There was a great video posted only to members of the Rad Dudecast After Dark group where I believe Anthony and Greg were doing a bathtub talk that I thought was phenomenal. It's one of the greatest videos I've ever seen. Check that out on YouTube and find that on the Rad Dudecast After Dark. Now, and Greg, I'll let Greg explain this. The group is private, so what you've got to do is you've got to ask to join, and then we will approve you. We'll approve anyone.
Anyone.
But we just need people to ask to join. And Greg, explain why that is.
Because people can't. We don't want people seeing what's going on after dark in the Rad Dudecast. So only people who are members can see it. And to be a member, you ask. We get you in there, and then you can post whatever you want. You want to post some nudies? I prefer not to. Prefer a lot of things. So come on in. We're here. We're talking to people. What are we doing? We had a great chat the other day about something. I don't know.
So yeah, that's the thing. So find us in there, the Rad Dudecast After Dark. And if I can give you, I'll give you a little taste of what's going on there. In there right now. So I'm going into the Rad Dudecast After Dark. First of all, we need someone to make us a new cover picture. Our cover picture right now is Millhouse in front of a Holocaust.
That's me.
Well, Lydia made that great fan art.
What was
she made the
fan art?
lobster with the briefcase.
Oh, she did?
From Tub Top.
Well, we'll put
it's
that up there.
unbelievable.
We need a banner that it says Rad Dudecast After Dark on it. But I would use that one. The Lydia one, let me see if I find it.
Yeah, that one's great. The lobster with the briefcase.
Now,
Lobster
so-
Doctor.
That's, my brother made me a Simpsons character, and that was me, and that's me in front of Auschwitz. So I don't know if anyone
No,
ever
that's
noticed
Millhouse. That's not your brother.
That is
didn't
not.
make you a
That's
Simpsons
me.
character. That's
That's not
clearly
Millhouse.
Millhouse.
It's not Millhouse. It was me with my glasses
Anthony,
on.
will you take a look? Is that Millhouse or Greg?
I can't because I don't use my phone during the podcast anymore.
Oh, I
got
guess
yelled
that
at
is a
too many
little
times.
different.
Show you the whole picture. It's
I just have to go off description. Describe it to me.
So let me tell you who's in there right now. We had some of our hits. Of course, Lydia Fenner, one of our great fans, is in there. I don't know if these people want their last names. I won't do last names. We got some of our friends in there. Katie, the weather girl, of course, is in
They'll
there.
see their names when they go in.
I know, but I'm not going to broadcast them. RJ, Urge is in there. Urge is everywhere, of
Made
course.
a comeback to Facebook just for that.
Yeah, Urge made a comeback just for that.
He's having a great time in Mardi Gras. I've been getting all his snaps.
Of course, Laura, our fan from Estonia.
Right.
Who's in there. Everyone's in there. Tony Scholes, of course. He's been a guest on the podcast. I don't know if he listened. So get in there. Get in the Rad Dudecast After Dark. Tell us how you're feeling. Let's get into some of these. Let's get into some of this stuff we talked about on here. So we posted on the Rad Dudecast After Dark. Let me find that.
Did you see that somebody posted a 7-Eleven?
Yeah, somebody did the
snap.
is this
They
7
did
or
this-
11.
They did the it's the
Yeah,
7 or
Snapchat,
11
that's so fun.
challenge.
Someone Snapchatted me one of those.
Yeah.
I had no idea what they were talking about.
Yeah, somebody did it. That's great.
11. Yeah, they were like this 7 or 11.
All right, so we had last week we weren't able to cast. Again, we're trying to get our schedules in order. Eventually, we're going to be dropping every Tuesday. We're going to sort that out. But so last week, before we knew we had scheduling problems, we posted, what should we talk about on the cast this week? Of course, some guy wants another Dungeons and Dragons episode, which I think we got to get into that. Lydia wants more Lobster Doctor, which wasn't even a cast thing. That was
from the video,
talk.
yeah.
Greg suggested we talk about the NASDAQ, which, okay, what are your thoughts about the NASDAQ, Greg?
It's up, it's down. What can you do? You gotta stay with the system. You gotta fucking roll with the punches.
What are you personally investing in these days?
I invest in Big Dag, BIGDYG, Big Dag. You don't know that company? It's great. It's up. It's a primo company. You're getting big dividends being parted on. I went with a penny. Now I'm out with about $100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does that company do?
Big Dag. They make the inseams of pants. So not a lot of pants are. They're not, pants is very. They're not. So everything is out. You got a guy doing the buttons. Y2K. Everyone knows is doing buttons.
Sure.
The inseams of pants. You always need inseams.
Okay, let me ask you this. So when did you get in with the penny?
When did I get in a penny?
Yeah.
Like last Thursday.
You got in last Thursday, and then you got out today with $100.
No, probably like $105.
Okay, so you're telling me that Big Dag,
Yeah.
the makers of inseam pants, since last Thursday have increased roughly 1,000%.
Maybe more. They haven't stopped. They started 1,000% less than a penny. I was happy enough to buy in at a penny.
Okay, so you heard it here first. If you're looking for stock tips, you gotta go for Big Dag.
Big Dag.
Is it a real company? I would say probably not. I don't know for a fact, but I would if I were guessing.
I know for a fact 'cause I'm making dividends over dividends. Hand over fist. Fist over hand.
One guy wanted Forrest Gump read again. He wanted it backwards.
I don't know that we can do that.
No, we can't do that.
That's a lot of work.
You can't capture magic twice.
Well, that's the thing, too, is I think this guy he gave out. He didn't listen to the whole episode, so I think he just wants to hear the end. So he's like, start with the end.
Right.
Because way I could hear the end now.
That makes sense.
Mark Baldwin, of course, longtime listener who I think grew up with you guys, he suggested we just watch YouTube clips of sportscaster Mike Francesca and make fun of him, which I don't know if Mark Baldwin has ever heard of our... It would seem to me he's never listened to the podcast before.
He used to be a fan. He used to listen to the first episode.
No, I think he is a fan, but that does not seem like something we would do.
Yeah, also, Matt Francisco always has too much shit on his desk. You ever see that guy? He's always got like 100,000 lollipops.
Yeah.
Someone's just throwing them out. That ain't right. That ain't right,
All
Daddy.
right, so get in there. Rad Dudecast After Dark. Follow us on Twitter at the Rad Dudecast, and of course, rate, subscribe, do all that shit on iTunes. We got a hot cast for you today. I think maybe we jump right into, or do you guys want to talk about the weather, or who are you texting?
I have to get an egg sandwich. That's not who I'm texting though. It's just I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah.
So are you ordering an egg sandwich?
No. I got a text that said I need a haircut. I said I'd cut your hair. I was going to cut Auntie Fiore's hair.
So you got a lot of side businesses going at the moment.
Yeah. I got a podcast network.
That's crazy. I mean, you'd think with all the money you're making from Big Dag that you wouldn't need all these side businesses.
Well, only $100, and I blew it immediately.
Okay. So
on more Big Dag stock.
Sure. So you're doing
so you didn't blow it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see it. I know it's something my guy Raul's telling me about how things are doubling down already.
That's your broker?
Yeah. So I put in another 100 to give me 200, so now I'm at 400.
Okay. How'd you meet Raul?
He lives here.
Right.
He lives downstairs.
Oh.
When he moved in,
okay.
he was
the guy's name's downstairs. I forget that.
Yeah, you don't ever talk to the neighbors, but he's always got the paper out, so that's how I trust he knows it.
Question.
Right. Makes sense.
Now, only if you don't mind, I've actually, because I did know that you've been getting this hot financial advice. I talked to Raul earlier.
Uh-huh.
I asked him if he'd come on the cast. He said yes. And here he is entering now.
No.
Hello, Greg.
Oh, come on.
Raul, hello.
Hello, guys.
Thank you for coming on. Now, I've heard that you are Greg's financial advisor.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, so you've got him tipped to this hot Big Dag stock.
Big Dag.
See, you know that Anthony doesn't do good Spanish.
Well, Anthony's left. I'm talking to Raul, the financial.
Raul.
No, because now people on the podcast are going to think that I'm getting financial advice from this monster.
Yes,
Raul,
you are.
Don't call Raul a monster to his
That's
face.
very offensive.
Now, how did you first learn about Big Dag?
I read the paper every day.
What paper?
The newspaper.
Which particular newspaper?
I read the New York Daily News, the New York Post. I read the Wall Street Journal. I read Boat Show magazine. And I read
Boat Show magazine.
Sports Illustrated for kids.
The excellent stock tips in Sports Illustrated for kids.
I'll give it to you this. I don't know who this Raul is. My guy reads the paper.
That's not. It's me, Raul Gregory.
Not the same.
Stock man.
Listen,
He is stock man.
I'm having a hard time. I think what's happening here is you're embarrassed that I brought your guy out because I found this guy in the downstairs of your house. His name's Raul, and he's a financial advisor. So you would have me believe.
Well, he is Raul. His shirt says Raul.
Yes, got to advertise.
That's your advertisement plan? Is just you wear a shirt
Yes, you wear a shirt with your name on it. Save people seconds. Then they don't need to ask.
I will say
I
that
wonder who he is. Oh, Raul, I see shirt.
my Raul I've never actually seen because he's always in the shadow of the hallway.
Oh, so this is him.
I don't know that it is, but
face
it's hard to say. I've never seen
He
his
only
face.
knows me my voice. But usually I use a voice modulator for secrecy.
So you've been getting stock tips from a man in the shadows of your apartment who uses a voice modulator.
A
Yeah, well-
talk boy.
Yeah, what I do is
talk boy.
Yeah. What I usually do is I go downstairs and there's just this darkness, and I always see the newspaper, and then I have a cane and I take the cane to the newspaper and I push it down a little bit, and then he's got a light behind him, and I always hear
Yes, buy for
big
3.
big dot, but it's like a robot voice.
Big Dag, buy for 3, sell for 5.
Yeah, buy for 3, sell for 5.
That's exact. So this is your guy because that sounded familiar to you.
Why? Well, I don't. Yeah.
But different. I use the voice modulator different.
Cool. Now, question.
Yes.
When I first contacted you about being in the podcast, you told me that you would give our listeners, the Rad Dudecast listeners, who I know are a savvy bunch of investors, you would give them an exclusive stock tip right here on the Rad Dudecast. Now, what is this? What must we invest in?
Bananas.
Bananas?
Bananas.
All right.
Just now, do you mean a company or just buy bananas?
Bananas from store, but grocery store bananas.
Bananas.
High potassium.
Yeah, and if you eat them quick, I'd get that's a good tip. You eat a banana quick. If you let it go brown, that's no good. But
the Golden Globe winning documentary was about gorillas.
Yes. Now let me ask you this:
They like bananas.
True.
It's a good time to invest.
Now, how am I going to garner returns on this banana investment? So I've bought the bananas, right? I take them home.
Yes.
Now, Greg has said I've got to eat these bananas right away.
Yes, make you feel better.
So I eat the bananas. Now, how do I get my money? How am I going to get a return on this investment? I've eaten all the bananas that I just invested in.
Yes.
Now, I need money back.
I don't know.
life. Can I take this one?
Yeah.
Life isn't about money. Life is about experience and happiness. So you're selling but you're getting happiness. So it's exponentially higher. You're buying for 3, but you're coming out 5 and just feeling good.
Is that true, Raul?
Yes.
Okay.
Buy for 3, sell for 5.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No. I
he doesn't always
can't
deal
sell
with
them for
cash.
5. I've eaten them.
Yes.
No, but you just said sell for 5. I bought them.
Buy 3, sell 5.
I bought 3 bananas.
Yes.
I ate them all.
Yes.
Now, what's this sell 5?
You sell 5 after.
I just ate the 3 that I bought.
When you eat bananas, you get more bananas.
No, let me explain here again. He's not seeming to explain because what eating 3 bananas, getting 5, it doesn't make any sense to the common ear. But as we have a partnership going, I can kind of understand
Indeed,
what he's saying.
Indeed. Listen, I do have a common ear.
Gregor, your friend does not speak money.
No, I'm not a financial guy.
Yeah, he's kind of like you go to like Buddha and he says things like, "Go to the cavern, feel the feelings," and you're like, "I got to break up with my wife."
Right.
That's kind of what he does
Okay.
with stock advice.
So walk me through this.
Very
Greg.
much
Thank
like
you.
Yoda.
Yes.
You buy 3 bananas, you eat 3 bananas, right? You eat them. You feel good now. Now you're double in your vitamins, fiber. It's all up. So now you're feeling 5 times the person you were before.
5 times is good.
Yeah, he doesn't always talk about cash dividends. He'll give you stock advice that just helps your life.
Okay.
Yes, bananas is the first start.
Yeah,
That's all.
He's also a health guru.
This is a grand.
Doesn't really tell you which one he's talking about at any given time.
Excellent. Now I've got a specific financial question for you.
Yes.
I got my buddy hooked me up with this guy.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay, he's upstate somewhere. His name's Bernie Madoff, right?
Okay.
He's got a great deal for me.
Sure.
Bernie Madoff has
Okay.
a great deal for me.
Yes.
He says I can buy in now.
Okay.
I need to scrape together $17,000.
Oh wow.
I buy in, and this guy says I'm going to experience returns the likes of which I've never seen. What do you think?
Kale chips.
See, again,
Yes.
you can't really ask him a direct question because you're
Kale
just going to
chips.
get different advice. Kale chips
Yes.
are also another healthy snack.
Yes.
That's all he's saying.
Good fiber source.
Now, so
Buy 6.
okay.
Sell
Now,
for 12.
if I can try and take what Greg has taught me about overcoming my common ear and analyzing your advice, you're saying
Yes.
Bernie Madoff has offered me this deal.
Yes.
Your answer is kale chips, and what I would take that to mean is, you know what? Ignore the fact that Bernie Madoff is in prison for running the greatest Ponzi scheme of our times. Go ahead and focus on the healthy. Focus on the kale chips.
Yes.
Go ahead and buy in. This guy's not going to fail twice.
I just got a text from my ticker.
Yeah.
Kale chips just tripled in price in stock. This thing.
Yes.
This is Apple. This is the new Apple
I
stock.
don't know what you're saying.
Oh, so you would
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah, that
answer
was a
my-
straight up financial.
Yes.
It just came to him. And if we had just
right.
put the money down quick enough,
Yeah,
we
shucks.
would have
Oh,
we'd be
shucks.
fucking millionaires.
So it's a thing where sometimes he is giving a literal.
yeah, sometimes because I think his brain is like a radio and it intercepts different
Yeah.
You know, like if you have braces, sometimes you can.
Right.
That's his. It's just radio waves going in. He's really like an empty vessel.
Now, where did you receive your financial training, Raul? Because that's something I always wonder when I'm asking for advice from somebody. Where did they learn? Where did they garner this expertise?
Planet Fitness.
I don't know.
Yes.
The gym?
Gym. Yes.
Planet Fitness, the low-cost gym chain.
Yes.
Planet Fitness
That is
just lost everything. It's out. So if you had Planet Fitness stock,
What was he saying? Was he saying to sell?
sometimes it's hard with him. Sometimes he just says things, and it turns
Boy,
out the stock will just
Raul,
crash.
You are a mad genius, if I
Yeah.
say.
Planet Fitness.
It's back.
You need to plan it. You need to plan it in your life to have fitness.
Yeah, Planet Fitness just tripled in stock.
God.
It just dropped, and then this is crazy.
This is
Planet
something.
Party.
I almost think he controls it.
Party.
Plan it. You need to plan it. If you want to have a party, you
I
need to
don't know
plan
what's
it.
going
Well,
on.
Raul, we're
Yeah,
going
well,
to go ahead
Same
and
goes for fitness.
we're going to go ahead and
You
let you
need to
go.
plan
Thank you
it.
for stopping by. If you could send Anthony back in on your way out.
Oh, sure.
We really got to get more than 2-3 chairs here in this studio.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Anthony, we just talked to Raul for a while.
Oh yeah,
Oh, thank
walking
God
out.
Anthony's back.
What did he look like?
I don't know. He's in shape. Say that.
Now, unless you guys have another plan, I'd like to get into this quiz. Tell me where's your guys' heads at? What do you want to get going?
Another plan.
Let's do the quiz.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
the quiz.
Let me set this up. And here's the thing. We will always, anyone who wants to submit a quiz, as long as we don't find it horribly offensive, we'll do it. And our great friend of the show, great friend of Anthony's, Lydia, submitted a wonderfully designed quiz. And we've had a great quiz like this from my friend John before.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
far,
yeah.
John and Lydia are in our
that.
primo membership levels. They've just joined Katie Mears and Urge. Those are
Lydia's
probably-
an admin, I think, now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what Lydia's done is she's designed a quiz. It's all about orgasms. Now it's set up in like Jeopardy. So you've got 5 categories.
Yeah,
Right?
5.
And each category has a question for 100, 200, 300, 400, or 500 points based on difficulty. The categories are anatomy, social, stats, men, and women. So again, anatomy, social, stats, men, and women. Now what I'll do is I'll pick the first. I'm going to host. I'm going to
Okay.
be the Alex Trebek in this scenario.
Yeah.
I'll pick the first question, and then from then on, you get to pick a question based on who got the last question correct. Now, the way I'd
Okay.
like you to buzz in, of course, because this whole question, this whole quiz is designed around orgasms, I'd like you to buzz in by you can either say or do the sound of someone having a orgasm.
Oh, this is going to turn the women on.
Oh yeah, this will be great for women.
So we're gonna start.
Is it just gonna? Is it gonna be run like normal Jeopardy, where
Yes.
you come out and you meet the contestants, that whole thing?
we may have a break where you get to tell a story. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All
But
right.
it gets right into the game, and
Okay.
then I think after before the first commercial break, Trebek asks you for your story.
Oh really? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Which, by the way, we should mention. Our friend Raj was on Jeopardy last
yeah,
night.
Ravi Saravaman.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on Jeopardy. He did great. He got robbed in Final Jeopardy. He was
Yeah.
winning going
Lost
into.
all his money?
Well, you don't get to keep the winnings unless you win. I think it is the.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
They
that
probably
is-
give you a little something.
They
through
do.
the
Wheel
whole
of
game.
Fortune. You keep everything.
Yeah.
You get $1,000 if you make under $1,000.
Yeah,
so we'll
something
start
weird like that.
with
I had a girlfriend
anatomy.
who was on
Oh,
Wheel
really?
of Fortune. Yep.
We'll start with anatomy for 100. Question: is it possible to achieve orgasm without physical contact?
Bing. What is yes?
Oh, what's the buzz in? Okay, Greg.
What is yes? Tantric.
Correct. 100 points to Greg. Yes, through breathing techniques or meditation reflection. People also report having orgasms during defecation and during childbirth.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
shit.
Poop would be a great one. To come and poop.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
as Anthony
I think
told
I've
us
done
2
it.
times ago, he did it, but that was not just randomly. He was jerking off holy shit,
Yeah.
which makes
That's
it
got to be it.
No, that's a real problem. So, 100 points for Greg. Now, Greg, you can choose anatomy, social, stats, men or women for whatever point category you choose.
I'm going to go social.
For
Orgasms.
For how much?
For the most.
You're going to go right to 500.
Yep.
No build-up.
Jeez.
Oh, why not? Why don't anyone ever do that?
I don't know.
If you got to answer the question, might as well get out of the way.
Yeah, why not? Go for broke.
Okay, so
that's why you're playing the game. Right?
Yep.
And this before I even ask the question.
Do I have to do it in a question? Is this Jeopardy?
Yeah, from now on, answering a question.
But
that's fun. Lydia, and I'm speaking directly to you here. How the very idea that you think we would know the answer to this question is absurd. The very thought that we would know. When is the earliest known writing or reference to female ejaculation? The earliest known writing or reference to female ejaculation. And you can give either the time period or the author.
Say that again?
When is the earliest known writing reference? Greg, put your phone down. What are you doing?
Letting Siri answer it.
No, you can't let Siri answer.
Do I just start making orgasm noises?
Yeah,
do I have to hit say buzz
beep,
first?
Buzz, then
you.
Okay.
Beep.
Anthony.
1985.
Incorrect.
Now,
Buzz. Greg, for the steal, here's how I'm going to work this question. If you're closer than Anthony, I'll give you the points.
That's good.
He just farted, yeah. He farted and did an orgasm.
So, I would like to hear it one more time for safety.
When is the earliest known writing or reference to female ejaculation?
Mary Met Sally.
No, I'm going to say the 1500s.
Well, I'll give you that, but both were sorely incorrect. Apparently, Aristotle was writing about the female ejaculation
in the 1500s.
In the 2nd century.
The second one.
So actually, I'm going to give nobody the points because you weren't even close. So nobody gets points on that. It's still Greg up 100-0. I'll go ahead and let Anthony pick. Anthony, go ahead and pick.
I'll do anatomy for 100.
Well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and let Greg pick because we've only done 2 questions, and Anthony selected one of the 2 questions that we've already done. I said
really?
We're opening with anatomy for 100. So, Greg, go ahead, your pick.
Anatomy, 500.
Anatomy, 500.
Knock them all out. Good move.
Good
Get
move.
them all out of the way.
Good move.
Well, if we can negate all these, then it's going to come down to a real nose-to-nose game.
That's really smart.
What is the name of the disorder meaning a person's inability to have an orgasm? Now, what is the name of the disorder meaning a person's inability to have an orgasm? The way I'm going to score this is if anyone gets it right, I'll give you 500. But considering neither of you will get it right.
Hey, I worked in a hospital for a long time.
That is true. You might get it right. But if I'm going to choose whoever gives the answer I deem could be possible. Put your phone away. So 250 points for whoever gives a better answer, 500 if you get it correct.
Oh, all right.
All right.
What is the name of the disorder meaning a person's inability to have an orgasm? Greg?
Dysorgasmalacia. There's an Asia in there.
Okay, that's
and there's
incorrect.
a dis in there.
Now, Anthony, for the steal, do you know it?
They call it a tired Tommy.
Tired Tommy.
Okay, neither of you are correct. I'm going to give 250 points to both of you. Greg's answer, I believe, was closest to being medically correct. Anthony, you really hit the nail on the head. It is a tired Tommy. But the correct answer, which is very close, by the way, to what Greg had, was anorgasmia.
See?
Anorgasmia.
That's
so
great.
close. So you get.
I should have got all the points.
So I'll give you each 250 there. Now we've got a rousing game.
You always get very catty.
It's
yeah, because I want to win.
350.
I never win anything.
350.
Oh boy.
No one ever lets me win.
350. Jesus. Greg, 250. Anthony. Now, Greg, go ahead and select.
Potent potables.
Okay, so I'll give you men for 100 because
I like men.
Potables is.
By the way, can I take another last set off? I have now gotten over 3 to 10 Snapchats from gay men.
Yeah,
really trying to get me to move over.
Oh, well, if you want to Snapchat at us. Did they really after your last?
Yeah.
So
I got one guy who sent me his nipple. I couldn't tell if it was a girl or a guy. And I said, is this a girl or a guy? And he said, what does it matter? You're coming over. And I said, well, I'd just like to know. And he was like, I'm a Beyonce of men.
That's fun. Well, if you want to Snapchat us again, I'm at Mr. Radical. At Mr. Radical. That's MISTER. Radical.
Yeah.
Greg, you are.
I might give my Snapchat a break for a week.
Okay, men for 100. Now, this apparently, according to Lydia, the asterisk on this is that it does not include premature ejaculation.
A lot of work went into this.
How long does it take men, on average, to reach climax during partnered sex? How long does it take men, on average, to reach climax during partnered sex? Greg, now, I will, before you answer, let me say this.
I didn't finish.
She gives, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, finish.
Welcome.
Yes, that's what I want. I want more. I want more phrases. I want more talking when you give your orgasm. But before you answer, she gives a range.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna anything within the range. I'll give you correct. How long does it take a man on average to reach climax during partnered sex?
So I'm gonna say 10 to 14 minutes.
Well, I would have given it you. No,
14 minutes.
incorrect.
That's right.
No, I mean
It's 14 to a half hour.
No, incorrect. No.
1 to 100.
I said. I said you can't give a range. She gave a range. You say.
And I also gave a range.
I know that's the thing. You can't say a range. If you give a number.
Sometimes I think she's attractive. Sometimes I don't.
Okay, so
sometimes
no,
I just
this is
come
the average.
when I walk in the room.
Okay, this is the average.
So who are you gonna tell me about
now,
anything?
Okay, fine. I'll give you another chance. If you say one number,
yeah,
you just say one number that you think is the average. If it's within the range given by Lydia, then I'll give you the point.
Infinity.
Okay, no, not within the range.
Buzz.
In any number.
Yep.
What's it? What?
Go ahead.
What?
You have to buzz.
That's your jerking off.
Buzz.
What?
That's how
What?
he. That's
No.
how he comes. What?
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 What? What?
Buzz.
Yes.
It's always the same voices with you. This is turning me off. You're taking my chub down with that.
What do you say?
12 minutes.
No, both incorrect. The correct range was 2 to 10 minutes is the average. 2 to 10
Oh,
minutes.
yeah, that's it. That's
Schmoes. Not me. I go to bleeding in the sack. Skin off. They say, why do you wear it? I don't wear a condom. My skin is my condom. And it comes off every time. A bloody bone.
Which, by the way, performs none of the functions of a condom. That's not why you wear a condom, just so there's a thing on you. No, I use my skin because it's removable. Okay, so still 350 to 250. Greg, you're still in control. Again, the categories are anatomy, social, stats, men or women. What do you pick?
Women. I know nothing of women.
For how many points?
1,000 points.
Okay, I'll give you women for 100 because that's more fun. There's a chance that you know the answer. Women for 100. What is the name of the exercise women can do?
Pay me.
What? Pay me.
Yeah.
Kegels.
Kegels, excellent.
Nice.
Kegels is the name of the exercise women can do to strengthen their PVC muscles, the muscles associated with ability to orgasm.
See, I know
Excellent.
women, bro.
That's 100 points for Greg. Greg is up 450 to
I
250.
do butt exercises. Do you do that? I just
No.
tighten and loosen my butt
Oh, really?
constantly.
What are you doing that for?
I get a good butt going, and I think I can eventually make myself climax.
Yeah, why not? Good. Now, Greg,
Maybe. I guess we'll find
so
out.
you've got anatomy, social, stats, men or women. Go ahead.
What? Me?
Yeah.
We'll go with 3 up, 2 down.
Okay, stats for 200, whatever that means. How much ejaculate comes out when a man orgasms? You can.
I wonder why. Sounds like a confused barbarian. Someone who's never come before. Why? Why is this happening?
Oh, hold on.
A liter.
A liter.
How much is a liter?
Do you know how much soda is in a liter? You get a free one with every order of
A
Domino's.
liter's a lot.
Yeah.
Fucking lead.
You know how much?
A dollop.
A dollop. I like that. Go with a dollop of sour cream.
All right, I give
Enough
you
for a taco.
Okay.
Enough for a taco.
All
I
right,
would.
200 points for Anthony. A dollop seems fine. First of all, I think Lydia may.
What's the answer?
Well, Lydia may have made error because she just wrote 42%.
Of my body has come.
I don't know. So
You know what it is? I think because she did an updated version of this. But I don't know if I have the updated answers.
oh, I see.
Oh.
But we'll just take it for what it
We'll
is.
take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Well, should I ask
Sounds good.
somebody in the? No, we should also be doing next time maybe. I'll get on my computer and I'll ask the questions in the group, and people could buzz
yeah,
along.
excellent. Okay, so now we've got
Nice.
450, Anthony, to it's 450 to 450.
How is that
Interesting.
possible?
I'll
Because
do
he's getting higher
social
points.
social for 300.
Social for 300. Let's see what we got here. Social for 300. Okay. Social factors. Social factors?
A facture, yeah,
A
of course.
facture, like a fixture.
It's like a
Oh,
faction.
social
Factors.
factors
Mm.
have been related
Makes
to
sense.
women's ability to orgasm during masturbation. This includes education level. Who reports orgasming more often? Women with advanced degrees or women with high school diplomas?
Ooh. Wait, are you? Yeah.
Cool. Was that a thing where you find out he was a man midway or what? Anyway, so who reports orgasm more often? Women with advanced degrees or women with high school diplomas?
High school diplomas.
Incorrect. Anthony, do you care to steal?
Buzz.
You just steal for the other answer?
Buzz.
That's not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. The best part
I
is
like your face.
the
It's
best
scary.
part is this chicken orgasm is going to make him forget what you answered.
Yep.
He's going to have forgotten what you answered. Yeah. Who reports orgasm more? Women with advanced degrees or
Get
women,
off the buzzer,
or
dude.
women with high school diplomas?
Leaning on it.
You're absolutely right. I totally forgot what Greg said.
Can I steal?
I'd say no high school diplomas.
No high school diplomas. That isn't even an answer.
Okay. So
what,
let's-
is that what it's they,
No,
they
he
would take-
answered.
either or, advanced degrees or high school diplomas.
I say high school diplomas.
Incorrect. Greg for the steal.
I gotta go with a college education.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. First
Yeah,
off,
you
it
guys
was.
are right, man. That
Let's
chicken
throw it.
nuts took me out
It
of
was people with high school diplomas or people with college, and you said uneducated dregs.
because they're not studying books. They're just getting
They're
in touch with
getting
their
laid.
bodies.
Yeah,
Well,
man, of
that's-
course.
yeah.
Get in touch. That's what I
You know
thought.
what I mean?
Poor people have a lot more kids.
I'm
Why
not gonna
are
read a book,
better
I'm gonna read
orgasms?
myself.
Well, no. People with advanced degrees report orgasming 87% of them, and 42% of people with high school diplomas report they achieve orgasm. Women.
So they don't know how to use the paper. The report.
Well, not to mention,
slide.
I mean, I don't understand how Anthony, you can be justifying this. He literally, there were two choices. He chose one. It was wrong,
I forgot.
and then you blew it. So,
I
Greg,
I forgot.
you're we've got 750 to 450. Greg.
buddy.
Greg, your choice. I don't think we haven't done many men. You want to do men?
Hey,
for
you know I want men.
men for. Let's do men for.
Me 500. I know everything about the male genitalia.
Well, we'll do 500 then. How fast? Now I'll give you this. I'll
All right.
give you this answer if you get it within 10 miles per hour above or below. So I give you within 5 miles per hour on either side of the answer. How fast does semen travel when moving through a man's urethra during ejaculation?
Golly, you smell great. That would be 60 miles an hour.
Incorrect.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Miss.
Yeah.
Miss, it's me. Miss, it's me.
Yeah.
It's me, Roger. It's me, Roger, miss.
How does she not know who's having sex with
I
him?
don't know. It's crazy. Why is he saying that?
What was the question?
Just say a number.
How fast does semen travel when moving through a man's urethra during ejaculation?
Oh, that's like that. 30 miles an hour.
Yep, it was 28 miles per hour. Anthony
Oh,
got it
nice.
for 500, baby. Coming out on top. He's 200 above Greg. Here we go. Anthony,
The tides have turned. This always happens.
Anthony, anatomy, social stats, men or women?
Social stats, a separate.
Yes, social or stat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't think we've done a stats.
Social for 200.
By observing which everyday don't look great.
I can't read that far.
By observing which everyday movement or action can scientists infer a woman's orgasm history? In other words,
What?
they can observe one particular pattern you do, and they know if you orgasm regularly or not.
Oh, boop.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
E Honda.
I like it a whole lot.
Yeah.
The handwriting.
No.
Oh,
Although I think
you're
I have
confident.
heard that before.
That was confident.
Greg?
Ooh. 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 Eating habits.
Incorrect. The correct answer. Now, Lydia, I'd love if you'd get on Facebook and explain this a little more to us, but the correct answer is her walk.
Oh,
Her
yeah,
walk.
because if she's walking like a cowboy,
Yeah.
she got that big old dick up her ass.
Yeah, have you guys ever heard that song? It's the way that she walks.
It's the way that she walks. She got a big old dick up her ass.
Did,
Analgasm, is that a thing?
I don't know.
Yes.
I hope we get to that part of the quiz.
Okay, so
Anagalism.
nobody got the points. I'll give it to you, Anthony.
You're
Anatomy,
going to give him
social
the points?
No, I'm giving him control
I'll
of the
do
board.
anatomy for 400.
Anatomy for 400. Let's see what we get. Anatomy for 400. How many nerve endings does a clitoris have? And I'll give it to you if you're within 1,000 on either side. Lydia said you have to guess within 100. Lydia, you are insane and don't know what you're dealing with. I give it to you if you're within 1,000.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're going to build that bridge, then we're going to need everybody in the town. All hands on deck.
I mean, this is the craziest
I don't know that.
orgasm.
I don't know that. I think at some point you have to say that that's not an orgasm.
No, I mean,
Who is having?
people
Who
orgasm
is saying?
different ways. People
Stick it in
orgasm
my
different
ass.
ways.
Okay, if we're gonna build that bridge, we need all hands on deck. Splurge.
I mean, of all
You
the
didn't let me get to the end of it.
of all the orgasms I've heard so far, that's the one that to me is most believable is how Anthony orgasms. Okay, so how many nerve endings does clitoris have? If you get 1,000 on either side, I'll give it to you.
All right, 5,000.
Nope. Greg?
20,000.
Incorrect. The correct answer is 8,000. So I would have given it between
I mean,
7,000 and 9,000.
That's crazy. My
and
first guess was going to be like
Within
25.
100.
Within 100.
Come
Lydia
on.
says.
God.
Come on. Yeah. What was it?
100?
A 692.
Yeah. Apparently, the clitoris has 8,000. The penis only has 4,000.
It's got one big one.
Yeah, my penis has 4 nerve endings. I'm missing 3,996.
You can
nerve
get
endings.
more.
I gotta get more.
At one
you
of those
can go to a
bodegas.
doctor. They give you more. You
I'd
drink
love
something.
that.
You
I'd
drink a
love that.
nerve-ending cocktail.
Cool. Okay, now I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick women for 300.
Great.
It is easier for women with a shorter distance between their clitoris and vagina to orgasm, or is it? Is it easier for women with a shorter distance between their clit and vagina to orgasm, or is it easier for women
So
with a
dirty.
longer distance to orgasm?
Oh. Let me show it to me. Show it to me. I see it. It's coming out of a baby. Get the baby out of here.
Okay, weird. Now, again, as I said, is it easier for women with shorter distance between their clitoris and vagina to orgasm, or is it easier for women with a longer distance?
I'm in you.
Yeah.
Let me look
Well,
at-
anyway,
I'm
as I
almost,
said,
almost there.
okay.
I want to see out your eyes with my eyes. I'm going to climb into your pussy.
Okay. Well, the next thing you say, I'm going to take as your answer. Is it
It's shorter. Longer.
correct?
Yeah,
It is
shorter.
easier for a woman with a shorter CV distance to orgasm. That's good.
You
to
got to
know.
let me enjoy myself with my orgasms.
Yeah, I did, but it would seem to be really getting very enjoyable. So I cut
I want to
it
get some of these people off. I got a whole fan base of
out. You do.
men who need to be hearing my voice
That is
and
true.
ejaculating.
Now we've got
This is for all the hot poppin' daddies out there. All the Greg Stone fans. I got my own fans.
we got 1,050 for
You gotta
Greg,
see my Snapchat.
1,050
That
to
shit is
Greg
just
to 950
dick
for Anthony.
soup.
You did this to yourself.
So I'm
whole
going to go ahead
episode.
and pick for you. We'll do
saying that you want to be gay.
what percentage? Oh, this is great. I'll give this to you within. I'll say we'll go within 5 percentage points on either side. What percentage of men report faking orgasms?
Buzz. Feel me. Listen to my voice. Listen to my voice as I stroke your throbber. Listen, I'm going to put a glove on. And you're going to feel the inside of my glove with your cock and balls. Suji! Suji!
I think he's saying
That's
Soon Yi, the young teenage bride of Woody Allen. So what percentage of men report faking orgasms there?
4%.
No.
On the money.
No.
Every time.
Nope. And Anthony.
Buzz.
I'm a baby boy.
Hello, baby boy. Hello, baby boy. What is your name?
Oh, Adam.
Yeah, it's me, Adam.
You're Adam too.
Double Adam.
I'm not comfortable with this reenactment. It's
Nope.
the man that entered that really.
I'm a
did
baby
it for
man.
me.
I'm
Okay.
a baby
Now-
man.
What?
I'm a man who is a form of a baby.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know that I like where this is headed.
Interesting.
We're both underage. Let's caress.
That is true.
Well,
1%.
What?
1%.
24%.
Oh, really?
The answer is 24%. Why you would say 1% when I said I'd give you 5 on either side? You should have the very minimum
Negative
have
1.
said 6. You should have said 6. Then you're covered both
Well,
ways.
I guess that's how a smart man plays the game. But
yeah. 20
know.
point.
What's the score tally? Give me a tally up.
I just did. It's 1050. You got 1050. He's got 950.
heated game.
Greg, of course, has answered much more. Anthony's got 3 right. Greg's got 5 right, but Anthony's gotten higher points.
You're a real Raj Sermon. Rajavid. Raja Maharaj. We should get that guy on the horn.
True or false?
I'll suck
good
anybody's
idea.
dick.
True or false? This is. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I got a certain amount of fans that I have to make
Yeah. No.
sure they understand it. It's
I
all right.
gotcha. Anatomy for 200. The penis and the clitoris are made out of the same tissue. True or false?
Like human skin, of course.
Yeah, I'll give you the points.
Buzz.
You didn't follow any of the.
Yeah, what?
Didn't follow any of the proper protocols, but I can't. It's not every day you get a correct answer on this show. Okay, at what age does a man reach his sexual peak? This includes sex drive, libido, physical.
How many
Buzz.
points is this for?
This is
Buzz.
this is men for 300.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Welcome home, Michelle. Welcome home to my dungeon of treats.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Have some vanilla cake.
Oh, this cake is very good.
Yeah, it's your favorite, you bitch.
Don't turn around.
No, who's that
Don't turn around.
Well, that's Freaky Mike.
I just turn around to eat this cake.
Don't turn around.
Turn around.
You both tell me different things.
I got a dildo glove with your name on it.
It says Michelle on it.
It's Michael, but I couldn't afford the new.
We don't have a lot of money around here.
Where'd you get this cake?
Carvel.
It's very good. It's my favorite. Okay, at what age does a man reach his sexual peak? That includes
18.
I'll give it to you. The correct answer is 17. I'll give it to you. 300 points for Anthony. Interesting.
What's the score now?
Compared to a woman, it reaches
35.
reaches at 34. Excellent. So
Not any woman I've ever been with.
we've got 450.
I've only been with one woman.
950.
She had a killer dick.
Oh, crazy! It's tied. 1250 to 1250.
All right.
Interesting. Should this be Final Jeopardy?
Video double. Isn't that a thing?
Daily
Now,
double.
the video double.
Yeah, it is about wrap-up time, so why don't I pick one for Final Jeopardy? We'll go for,
Oh, I got to claim it. I got to Snapchat. This is probably live. You guys want to hear it real quick? We'll take a quick
How
break.
could it be? I mean,
It just says you're a wizard, Gregory.
who's
Oh,
that?
that's cool. I think I got drunk and sent somebody a
No.
Snapchat last night.
Okay.
It was just a drawing. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so for the win. Now, what I'm going to have you do, because this is a Final Jeopardy, you're each going to write down your answer, so you can't have the other guy's answer.
All right.
And
great.
I'll make the Jeopardy music.
This is Jeopardy.
You're each going to write down your answer,
I'm gonna write it down right now.
and who's ever closer
I need a pen.
will take the prize. Okay. What?
I don't have a pen that works.
Well, you might have to share pens, but we'll figure out. What is the average age for a woman's first orgasm?
Don't I get to wager?
No. What is the
everyone
average?
Yeah, you wager
That's a
on
wager.
Jeopardy.
How much you want to wager?
I bet it all.
No, you don't get to wager.
You bet it all.
Okay, do you,
Bet it all.
Anthony. So far, I have noticed that Anthony drew a swastika on his thing. There's no wager because I'm just who's ever closer is going to be the victor.
Great.
So no wager.
That sounds
Now,
great.
what is the average age for a woman's first orgasm?
I got mine. You push it forward. This is a real weird one.
You see, I did the Jeopardy music
Yeah, I heard it.
in orgasm.
No, that was great.
pretty great.
If you did a
Jeopardy
male,
music.
do it as a female. No.
I thought that was a female. That's what every female I've ever had sex with sounds like.
Okay, what is the average age of a woman's first orgasm? Anthony writes swastika 25.
Ooh,
Crossed out swastika
pretty good.
25.
pretty good.
I didn't want that to be my answer.
Greg writes, I bet it all, 4 or 13 or 30. So 4 or 13
They don't ever do that. They never cover their bases on
Or-
Jeopardy.
Yeah, because they're not allowed.
30. 4, 13 or 30. I'm going to have to say no.
4.
No one's going to get the points because Greg
Maybe. On a horse.
was
Right.
closer with 13, but
Really?
he provided 3 answers, so he's not going to get it. We're going to do another one. The correct answer was 18.
No.
Correct
Oh,
answer
do another
was
one. That's fun.
18. But I can't reward points. Please, this time, don't cheat the system. Again,
Not cheating. I was covering my bases.
do not cheat the system. This one, first of all, there's no reason why you both should be writing already. There's no question has been asked. I don't understand
Okay, I'm ready.
why you're still writing. Both of you stop writing.
Okay.
Who reports climaxing more often during sex? Straight women or lesbians?
Come on.
Again, both contestants writing way longer than it should take to write straight women or lesbians. Again, both contestants still writing. Greg has flipped to the back of his page. Boom, 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 boom. Ting, ting. Okay, so Anthony writes has drawn a picture of a plane crashing into what I can only assume is the Twin Towers, and has then written lesbian women.
Pretty good.
Greg has written I bet 1 paseo, Jim. 1 peso. I bet 1 peso, Jim. I bet 1 peso, Jim. Lesbians, of course, they know who to work that shit, how to work that shit. It's like a girl jerking.
The guy.
It's like a guy jerking off his own dick. Okay.
No, there's more.
Okay.
Let me read it to you,
go
so they
ahead,
really
read
get it. Here it says,
Yeah, so
lesbians, of course, they know how to work that shit. It's like a guy jerking a guy. We know our dicks.
Yep. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So both correct. It is lesbian women. So that's going to be a tie. So we'll go into the next tiebreaker.
I got more paper.
Please use whatever paper you have left.
We are in a heated stalemate.
Let me find one.
Who's up in points? Does the winner get the winner?
Yeah, the winner. It's tie because it's a tie.
No, it's always a tie somehow.
No, this one actually was a tie, which is amazing. Let's see one that one person might actually get because
You know, I don't know the size of my butthole. We figured that out, right? I do doing that. I've been talking about that a lot lately. I'm trying to get a butthole sizer, like a wedding ring sizer.
but it's size buttholes.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm looking through these. We may have done almost all of them. Okay, women for 400. Does a clitoris grow over a woman's lifetime? And the tiebreaker is, if it grows, how many times does it grow? How, in other words, what size does it increase by what factor? So in other words, you might say, yes, it increases 500 times. 500 times its initial size. Does a woman's clitoris grow over a woman's lifetime? Anthony has turned in his answer. Anthony's turned in his answer. Greg has also turned his answer. Greg says, quote, I can't breathe, end quote, Eric Garner.
That's my stance. That's my political stance.
No,
That's what I want to stand upon.
no, I'm searching the pages, but no, that seems all that he's answered. Anthony writes twice its size. Anthony is correct.
Check the system.
He's correct in that he's closer than Greg, who's just included a quote from Eric Garner.
Well,
yes,
I'm just saying, you know.
a clitoris does grow over a woman's lifetime. It can
Just check
increase
the police. Who's policing the police?
up to 7
I also
times.
drew a thing, but I don't think it's appropriate.
Oh, wait, I didn't notice that. I did not notice that. I thought that was from his previous answer. Anthony drew a man wearing a sort of like a Raiden hat, you know, like a traditional Chinese hat that Raiden would wear. And in the bubble, he says the N-word. But Anthony didn't write that out. He just wrote the N-word. But still, I guess...
Not you being racist, it's Raiden being racist.
Yeah, I guess it does not detract from the fact that, yes, a clitoris can grow up to 7 times.
Yeah,
from
but right.
puberty to menopause.
But you people need to understand that we need to start looking closer at the people who are in power.
Okay.
Why are you doing the things you're doing? Because people are putting that in your head. Question the system.
All right, I've got a few plugs anyway.
9/11 was an inside job, of course. It doesn't start there. That's the tip of the iceberg.
Sure. I will be... do you guys have plugs?
Yeah, I have a plug.
Yeah.
I'll be at the municipal building for the next 4 hours. Join me. Okay, we gotta fucking take the hacktivists. Hacktivists, join me.
I'll be at Stress Factory all weekend with Brad Williams.
You'll be at Stress Factory with Brad Williams from tonight, Thursday through Sunday. Is that correct?
Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday.
So 19th, 20th, and 21st,
Yes.
Anthony will be at the Stress Factory. I will be at Deja Vu Comedy Club in Columbia, Missouri. That's March 6th and 7th. I'll be at Deja Vu. And then, of course, I'm going to plug these way ahead of time because I'm excited for them. I'll be opening for Bob Saget at the Best Buy Theater in Times Square April the 16th. And then opening for Bob Saget at the Westbury Theater, which I believe is in Long Island, April 17th. So, again, check Anthony out. today, the 19th through the 21st at the Stress Factory in New Jersey. Check me out March 6th and 7th at Deja
What about
Vu.
me? I got plugs.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for you. I'm filling the air,
You're
dude.
busy at the municipal.
Oh, yeah.
building.
Yeah, no, in fact, you did give your plug. You'll be at the municipal building for the next. Oh, and before I get into Greg's plugs, huge thank you to Lydia for today's quiz. That was fun.
Yeah,
That was
that
a lot
was
of fun. If you want to submit a quiz, do so through Twitter or through the Rad Dudecast After Dark Facebook page. Greg, plug it up.
I'm at Eastville Comedy Club all weekend.
Eastville
Right.
Comedy Club, and what days on that? Is that
Saturday, Sunday.
so the 21st and the 22nd?
20th and the Friday, Saturday.
So 20th, 21st, and
Yep.
and 22nd Sunday.
Yep.
So 20th, 21st, and 22nd, you can check out Greg at
And then-
Eastville Comedy Club in New York
I got-
City.
I got more.
Yeah, keep
You
going.
keep repeating them.
Yeah, because I say them in a way that they can know when they're actually happening instead of saying.
Then April 3rd, I'm going to be with Eric Griffin, the comedian.
Mm-hmm.
You know him from a famed show
Yeah.
known as Workaholics.
Yeah.
I will be there Friday the 3rd and Saturday the 4th of April. And
Yeah,
then
but now one.
at Comics
Okay, at
at
Comics in Foxwoods.
in Foxwoods. And then the 10th and 11th, I'll be with Joe List at City Steam.
The 10th and 11th of April or March.
April. And then the 17th of April, I'll be with comedian Bill Burr on the Laugh Riot Tour. 24th, I'll be opening up for very controversial Bill Cosby. Very controversial gig to take.
See, what I think you're doing is you're mixing in actual plugs with fake plugs, which is just going to make everyone think all your plugs are fake.
And then in May, the 23rd, is this guy Sal's Mercante's birthday.
Oh. Okay.
So okay, I'm not really going to be
Oh,
with
but you had that one huge thing to plug, right?
2 huge things.
Yeah, give us
Three
the
huge things.
Yeah, you got that gigantic thing to plug.
Yeah, well, I got to get into it. Let me get my calendar back out. On March 3rd of next year, not the 2015, 2016. I think.
I thought we were going to do a thing where we cut you off. and
No,
then the
I got a
podcast
lot of
ends.
things to peg.
Oh, this is
On New Year's, I'm probably going to be bringing that in at the Mash It Up Comedy Festival, and that's on the